Look at that statement.
Right?
And you know what? Perfect compliment.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can we do some like complimentary? Okay. So this is my pick of the show. This is the J Sterling Silver 6mm textured stacking cuff.
So good.
This is so good. I wrote down this piece was on fire.
It was.
Okay, it was on fire. She can attest. More just arrived. It is the first time back. And we added another texture, the Croco texture. The textures are incredible. It is seamless. Anywhere from 21.4 to 24.1 grams of solid J Sterling Silver. Let me give you them the sizes. It's extra small, 6 1/4, small, 6 3/4, average, 7 1/4, large, 8, and extra large, 8 1/4. Here are your choices. So we're gonna start over here. That is so perfect with that hammered ring that you just showed me. It is called the Hammered.
The Hammered,
The
yes.
Hammered. And then we also have this stunning, stunning work. This one is called your classic, your signature Sukhothai. That's in the middle.
Yes.
And then finally, I want to hear all the stories. Look at the new Croco. Whoa, look at this. Look at the side. I'm going to give them a side view on that. Okay. Jill, your turn.
So first of all, that 21.4 grams that you see on your screen, that's minimum. Okay, so that's for the smallest size. So for the extra small, it's 21.4, and then the gram weight just gets bigger from there.
Wow.
The reason why this was so popular when we had this on the air back in March, I think, is because while we do some fabulous, big, bold, chunky, super heavy, big time cuff bracelets, they're not always wearable for all the time. And I think one of the reasons why, and I know it's one of the reasons why I love this scale, I can put this on with all of my other bracelets. It fits right in, it nestles right in. This is our classic 5.3 box chain that so many of you have.
I bought that for my husband.
Did you?
Yes,
Oh, nice.
he's
It's a great unisex piece.
guy now.
But look how I
it.
can just layer it together. I love these bracelets because to me, again, when I first started wearing John Hardy jewelry that my husband would give me, he gave me a chain, he gave me a hard bangle, and I nestled them all together. This size lets you do that. So with our hammered texture, it's the most reflective. It's just nothing but shimmer, shimmer, shine. If you want to pick up the matching ring, I mean, that's quite the duo. Just calling it out there.
I love that ring, by the way.
They're really beautiful together, just hammered across not only the top surface, the sides of this piece as well. On the inside, you can see, again, we finish it beautifully for you. It has the kickstand, so it makes it easy for you to put on and take off, and you're good to go.
Like just single, just nobody. You don't have to call your husband, right? I also love the oval shape, very comfortable.
And because there's more weight with it, Nancy, that's what's going to make it durable. I don't know if you've ever had this, but you know, there was a time where bangles were made of hollow tubing. If it's hollow and you bang it on your desk, what's going to happen? It's going to dent. These are solid. These are weighty. These are cast in silver, so you have more durability. Let's talk about the next texture. This is our Sukhothai texture. The original J texture was the first texture we ever did. It was influenced from the way that the remaining pillars of the ancient kingdom of Sukhothai in Thailand, the remnants of this like ancient civilization are still there, and the way they've worn and disintegrated, it looks like there's a swirl to the columns. So we interpreted that by swirling this look of high polish and then kind of almost like a woven texture. So you have highs and lows there. We hand oxidize it. It's fantastic. Texture number 2, if Sukhothai was original 1, the next texture we brought to Jay was the Croco texture. We did it in figurals, and the reason we gravitated towards the Croco was because the crocodile is a symbol of maternal protection. We love that story. You know, they are fierce in the way they protect their eggs and cover it. And you know, listen, I just took my son to college, and it was very hard for me to leave that maternal like Croco instinct there. Because I just wanted to be like, sure, you don't want me to move down the hall? He's like, no, I do not. But I mean, we all feel that, right? And whether you're a biological parent, I'm also a bonus mom, a stepmom. I've raised my daughter, Kylie, since she was 6 months old. So, you know, if you have that instinct towards caring, that's what I think it symbolizes. You don't have to be a biological mom. You don't have to be a stepmom. You don't have to even have your own children. Maybe you're an aunt, whatever it might be. It's just, to me, that symbol of caring, right? And doing for others and taking care of others and embracing people. Yes.
I really tie this to Q50 and us celebrating, over 50
Yes.
women. I mean, we should be celebrated for all the sacrifices we made. You know, that fierceness that you said, that maternal instinct that is in all of us, whether you are a fur mom or, a baby mom, whoever it is. Yeah, I love that Croco story.
So, and the Croco, by the way, we do have a ring. I just want to show you. This is the Croco ring.
Can we give the information?
That matches back to that bracelet. So I mean, they go so well.
Top rated, by the way.
Yeah, that ring is.
Thank you.
The value on this bracelet too isn't so good.
So Croco, what are the choices?
Croco, hammered. Those will be exact matches to what you're seeing here in the bracelet. But we also have it in the floral pattern. We have it in our crane pattern, and we have it for you in the Kalahari pattern as well. Okay. So different things to choose from.
Let's go through the size chart. Blaine wanted to show us that.
Yeah,
because
of course.
You just have to decide which sizes am I. So I actually like it average for me, for Jay. I just like it a little loose. But what do you normally wear?
So, well, for me, if it's a chain bracelet, I'm an average.
Okay.
But for me, this is just a personal thing. When it's a cuff, I go to a small.
Yeah.
Because I like a cuff to fit a little bit smaller.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a bit more fitted. You don't want it moving around too much on your wrist, right?
That's a,
but
stay true to size to what you
I think what you know and what you love. I love that we offer 5 sizes at J. You know, for a long time we only had sort of small, average, and large. But some of you would say, wish it was a little smaller or wish it was a little bigger. So that's why we did those sizes for you. I can tell you that if you go to most designer jewelry brands online, in their store, in high-end retail, and you look at a cuff bracelet with this kind of weight to it, it is nowhere near this sale price. This is such a good.
$40.
I mean, I'm totally crossing back over into host mode here for a second. But I have to tell you, the weight, the feel, the wearability, the designer look of this for this price. I mean, this is a costume jewelry price anymore. I feel like, and to get a designer brand with our heritage, we're telling you how much silver is in the piece. It's wearable. It's not too big. It's not too small. If you love to layer, mix it in. If you just want it to be standalone, it works there too.
You're absolutely right. I mean, there's so many pieces that are hollow, they are costume, they are still somewhat expensive.
Yes.
This is a solid sterling piece that weighs literally from 21.4, I wrote it down, to 24.1 grams. And you are feeling it. It is comfortable, but it is also weighty in a good way. You know, you can feel that substantial weight. And then look at how beautiful the way it plays with others. These are forever pieces.
Yes.
They really are.
These
I know
are
that
J
you have
signatures.
A story that some of your bracelets have been, I watched all your videos, Jill. So some of your bracelets, I heard it. No, you've traveled with it. You've been in the ocean with it. You've been on cruises. It's been like 20 years. I mean, just literally, whether it's John Hardy or Jay, you've traveled and lived.
Yes.
These are the pieces you live with. That's the great thing. You don't take it off. You take a shower with it. You live with it. It becomes a part of you.
Well, you know, it's like the finishing touch then. Every time you're getting ready, you know, you don't feel finished until you put on those J bracelets. For years, my signature look here was 3 John Hardy bracelets.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, listen, I wore them all the time, even when I was presenting other brands' jewelry. Like, that was just sort of my look.
Oh, I love that.
And people, whenever I say that, so many of the other hosts are like, oh my gosh, I totally remember that. Yeah, that was kind of my thing.
Wow.
So I love that we can bring you. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you. I love being able to mix in and let you do those signature looks too.
Yes,
whether it's with chain, whether it's with cuffs, whether it's with bangles, or a mixture of all of them.
Look how gorgeous
I mean, look at that. And that's 4 bracelets. This again is the 5.3 you can find on QVC.com. This is the 3 of these stacking cuffs.
Oh, I love it.
But it's not like I look like I'm wearing that arm of armor, right? I'm not
look
wearing
like Wonder Woman with like 20 bangles, right?
Although I always wished I had a good enough figure to fit in that costume.
I
really
the
just
original Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Right, Linda Carter. Yes.
Gorgeous.
Like if only I could have fit into that costume.
So much. Okay, let's give them the choices. By the way, people are loving the hammered. I think you tease them with that ring. Show them the ring again too.
Yes, here.
People love the hammered, and I have to say they're all gorgeous, but the hammered has almost like the most brilliance brilliant. So I can see why they love that.
Well, and I think
Also
for the
super
silver
clean.
purist,
yes,
you know,
very clean.
if you're a real silver lover, maybe you're new to J, come on in. And if you're a new to J, maybe you're not somebody who normally does textures. You just love the brilliance of silver. Hammered is your friend all day long. If you want to, you know, dip your toe into the water, then I would do Sukhothai, because that gives you high polish, right?
Yeah.
That's the twist.
I love the
kind of
twist.
our version of cable, if you will.
Yeah.
You've got the high polish, but then you also have some texture. But they play off of each other very nicely.
Even just as a solo, I mean, it really makes a
that's
statement.
the thing,
Don't
right,
worry,
Nancy?
that ring's going to be coming up in just a few moments. Diamonds as well. Okay, so hammered, very popular. People are picking up more than one. If you wanted an extra small, last call an extra small. Stay true to size with that. Here it is in Sukhothai.
Yep.
And then finally we have it in
Brand
the
new
Croco.
Croco. And don't
Brand
forget,
new,
you've got
my
the ring to
pick.
match.
I know. It's such a good
so
set.
good.
It's
yeah.
so good.
This is such a good bracelet. And listen, go online and look at the prices of some of our other pieces, because to get a cuff bracelet again at an under $200 price point, I think is such a win for everybody.